So owning a rental property can be one of the best investments to increase your cash flow month after month after month. It's a great addition to any complete portfolio. And the fact is that it happens to still be one of the best times in history to buy a rental property for increased cash flow and long-term capital appreciation than it's been literally for the past generation or more. Unless, of course, you were fortunate enough to buy and take advantage of the low prices that came after the Great Recession in 2008. So then, what are some of the pros of owning rental properties in 2018? Welcome back to the VIP Financial Education channel. We talk a lot about topics such as this, and we're here to help you go further, faster with your finances through a process of strategic banking consistency. My name is Matthew Pillmore. For those of you that are visiting the channel for the first time, welcome. We call you the cash flowers. So welcome to the community. I'm the president of a company called VIP Financial Education, and today we're going to be discussing the pros of owning rental properties, specifically following the passage of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which offers landlords like me and hopefully landlords like you additional benefits. The first pro in purchasing rental properties is the historically low interest rates that we're all still kind of enjoying, folks. Yes, they're not the lowest they've been, but we would have done double or triple backflips for these interest rates back in the early to mid 2000s. Even though rates are expected to go up again slightly in 2018, they are still historically low, and they can combat the inflation in future years, which is the whole point of this. Low fixed rate debt secured by real estate is still considered the best way to safeguard against inflation, since your expenses are going to remain flat while the market value of your property as well as the rental costs each month are going to continue to rise along with inflation. Now, the second pro or advantage here is that you can actually deduct mortgage interest, you can deduct insurance, you can deduct most or even all of the additional expenses related to maintaining your rental properties. In addition to other rental related deductions, there's a new tax deduction under the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act for owners of pass-through businesses that you might be able to take advantage of as well. If you operate under a sole proprietorship, an LLC, a partnership, or an S corporation, an amount of 20% of your net rental income can actually be deducted annually, provided that total taxable income for the year from all of your sources after your deductions falls below $157,500 if you're single, or $315,000 if you're married and you file your taxes jointly. Now, the third pro here is specific to seasonal rentals, and it's a fantastic option for those that actually enjoy using their properties for themselves for a short vacation or a couple vacations throughout the year. Those that actually use their seasonal rental properties themselves for 2 weeks throughout the year can do so without jeopardizing the deductibility of those expenses. The fourth pro is depreciation. This is a big one. Depreciation, which is the allowed tax deduction for wear and tear on your property. It can produce a nominal loss, which you can then deduct against other income. So what that means is you might achieve a net positive cash flow from your rental income, less expenses, and still have a net loss for tax purposes. But be sure that you're aware that depreciation reduces the cost basis for purposes of calculating your capital gains when you do actually finally decide to sell the home. It's a good idea to consult a tax professional, needless to say, if you're considering owning any rental real estate at all, especially given the recent changes to the US tax codes. The fifth advantage of this list is that you can even treat a unit in your house, your personal home, or a garage apartment, for example, a mother-in-law, as a rental, and then lay off a share of the mortgage interest and other expenses against the income, thus reducing your overall cost of living. So what that means is you don't even need to purchase an additional property to start landlording and reaping the benefits that come with it. In fact, this is something that one of our coaching members, Ryan Healy, the owner of Absolute Home and Garden, is doing as we speak. The last pro that we're going to discuss in today's episode is with capital gains. In a 1031 exchange, you can actually sell a rental property and then you can invest in other rental properties of like kind without paying capital gains taxes. Now, this is huge for climbing up that ladder from cheaper properties to more expensive properties. Again, you're gonna wanna consult with a tax professional or a 1031 specialist to make sure that this property that you're selling and then the new property you're buying falls into that like kind categorization that's required for a 1031 exchange. So to wrap things up, I just cannot express enough how simple my landlording career has been. Yes, we've all dealt with certain extenuating circumstances. The most frustrating, of course, being when you adopt a bad tenant. But from my personal experience in sorting and qualifying tenants and getting people who stay year after year after year, paying me exorbitant amounts of cash flow, allowing me to substantially reduce how long it takes to pay off a mortgage, has been an incredibly positive experience. That, combined with many other diversified income streams, is what's allowed for the stability and general freedom of choice that we've managed to develop over a period of time. So that would be my personal experience, is that it's been almost entirely positive, even though there might be even better options that we'll be discussing in the cons video. So make sure you tune in to that as well. That will be that's a video we've already dropped. You're gonna wanna check it out. Also share a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. What have been some of the biggest advantages that you've had from rental real estate so far? What are some of the biggest advantages you'd hope to get that haven't been covered on this list? And also make sure you hit that like button if you like us doing these topics about things like real estate or other areas that you can earn money. If you like that, make sure you hit the like button. It helps us know whether or not we're on track with what you guys want to be seeing as far as wealth creation is concerned. Also, be sure to subscribe to stay current with the videos that we upload to the channel. We recently did release this video about the disadvantages of rental real estate, so make sure that you check that out as well. And be sure to turn on the bell notification when you subscribe in order to be alerted every time new videos are uploaded. And just a reminder, for those of you that have not yet taken advantage of your one free complimentary coaching session, guys, it's complimentary for a reason. This is something that we give to you as a token of our gratitude for being a viewer here on our channel. So make sure you hit the link in the description below, which is freecoachingcalendar.com, and pick the preferred date and time. I do thank you in advance for your patience, as the waiting list for these complimentary sessions has now grown to between 5 and 6 months. If you are just anxious to get started, you understand the value of having an expert standing next to you to help you make the right decisions and avoid those common expensive mistakes, you can go ahead and select the quick start option from that menu and you're off to the races. Unfortunately, we do end up having to turn most people away from one-on-one coaching, as we just simply don't have the availability, but we would love to at least explore the compatibility with you and see if we can achieve some spectacular things together. So that link will be in the description as well. I want to thank you again for checking out the channel. We appreciate you guys, every one of you, so much. I can't even begin to explain how shocked we are by the growth of this channel. We went flying past 73,000 subscribers already, and we're just glad that you're one of them. So until we see you on the next video, make it a great day today and take care.